The NBA's a five-star restaurant, so who's cooking the next superstar? Could be the park with bent rims, the Drew League's folding chairs, or the G League bench that reeks of rookie nerves. Basketball's highways to the league are wild: streetball asphalt, sweaty pro-ams, overseas detours, and NIL-fueled college kids pulling up in Lambos. Where's the smart bet? Anywhere talent simmers, because the NBA only cares that the dish comes out five-star, the summer stage that never dies. Streetball isn't just a game, it's a cultural movement that predates hashtags, highlights, and even cable TV. Its ability to create reputations overnight is unmatched. Ask anyone who stood at Rucker Park on August 1st, 2011, when Kevin Durant casually dropped 66 points like he was ordering takeout. That one performance is still replayed every summer, partly because the rim is probably still shaking. Across the country, Los Angeles' Drew League has evolved from a 6-team neighborhood project founded by Alvin Wills in 1973 into a national summer must-see. When LeBron James rolled in during July 2022 and put up 42 points and 16 rebounds, it was a reminder that the Drew isn't just some sweaty pickup run. It's where NBA stars show they can still put on a show 2 inches from a screaming fan's sneakers. New York has Dyckman, which started in 1990 with 6 scrappy teams and now features college and pro divisions filled with NBA-caliber names. Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, DeMar DeRozan, and Ron Artest have all graced its asphalt stage, often leaving behind stories that get retold with more exaggeration every year. And then there are the Rico Hines runs at UCLA, where NBA players show up to test their games against one another in a gym so honest that if you can't guard a pick and roll, everyone will know before you hit the showers. The point is simple. Summer streetball and pro-ams are no longer just for neighborhood bragging rights. They're live scouting sessions, open source auditions, and cultural festivals rolled into one, from mixtapes to the NBA. Of course, no streetball conversation is complete without mentioning the AND1 mixtape tour. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, and1 turned playground legends into household names, giving the world nicknames like The Professor and Hot Sauce. They filled arenas, sold sneakers, and redefined how much flash you could sneak into a crossover before the referee needed smelling salts. But here's the cold truth. While the mixtape era lit up culture, it rarely turned into NBA contracts. The exception, and the proof that it could work, was Rafer Alston. A Queens legend, Alston took the same style that wowed crowds in New York's parks and used it to carve out an 11-year NBA career, including a finals run with the Orlando Magic in 2009. He became the living proof that if you can combine flair with decision-making and defense, you can make the leap from the mixtape DVD to the NBA hardwood. The mixtape era changed how the NBA tolerated creativity, but it also underlined a reality. You can't dribble into $1 million contract without discipline. The G League? From side street to main highway. If streetball is the city's heartbeat, then the NBA G League is its circulatory system. Quiet, consistent, and suddenly indispensable. In October 2024, the league announced that every single NBA team now owns or operates a G League affiliate, thanks to the Phoenix Suns finally joining the party. That makes the G League not just a developmental side project, but a fully integrated launchpad. The numbers back it up. During the 2024-25 season, there were 79 call-ups representing 67 different players. This wasn't a one-off either. Year after year, dozens of players turned G League stints into NBA contracts, proving that you can no longer call it the minor leagues with a straight face. And then came the two-way contract revolution. Once capped at 2 players per team, the 2023 collective bargaining agreement expanded it to 3, adding 90 new NBA-adjacent jobs overnight. For late bloomers and role-specific specialists, that was the basketball equivalent of a now hiring sign glowing in neon. The G League is no longer just the league's waiting room, it's a direct elevator ride to the show. Ignite's exit and the rise of new choices? For a hot second, G League Ignite looked like the future. Instead of pretending to care about intro to college algebra, high school phenoms could skip straight to paid basketball under pro coaching. It worked. Players like Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga parlayed Ignite into top draft slots. But by March 2024, the NBA announced Ignite would shut down after the 2023-24 season. Why? Because the landscape had changed. Name, image, and likeness money had turned college basketball into a semi-professional enterprise, making it financially competitive again. Australia's NBL Next Stars program was pumping out lottery picks like LaMelo Ball and Josh Giddey, and Overtime Elite was suddenly legit, sending Eamon and Oscar Thompson into the top 5 of the 2023 draft, and Alex Sarr to the number 2 slot in 2024. Ignite wasn't unnecessary because it failed, it was unnecessary because other options exploded. The world is inside the house. On opening night of the 2024-25 season, the NBA tied a record with 125 international players from 43 different countries. At this point, hidden pathway might be the wrong word. The world has already moved in and rearranged the furniture. Programs like Basketball Without Borders, run by the NBA and FIBA, have hosted over 70 camps across 30-plus countries, producing alumni such as Joel Embiid and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Meanwhile, professional leagues abroad, from Australia's NBL to Spain's ACB, are doubling as prep schools for the NBA draft. Some American prospects now intentionally choose to go overseas for 1 year to face grown man defense, different rules and tougher spacing, returning home not just more polished, but often more NBA ready. Globalization isn't coming, it's here, and the NBA is reaping the benefits. Scouts, cameras, and the game of constant surveillance. How does all this talent actually get noticed? Scouts still sit in folding chairs at high school gyms, but in 2025, they also have endless video clips from every Pro-Am, every G League game, and every European League stream. Streetball and Pro-Ams test a player's swagger, private runs like Rico Hines expose weaknesses in a no-excuse environment. The G League provides cold, hard data across months of games, and international leagues answer the question, can you survive against 28-year-old veterans who've been running the same pick and roll since you were in middle school? And thanks to social media, no summer highlight ever truly dies. Your best dunk lives forever, but so does that turnover you made when you tried to split the hedge too fancy. How the map really works. The best way to understand the present is to look at who's already done it. Rafer Alston proved that a streetball legend could translate to the NBA with enough discipline. LaMelo Ball and Josh Giddey showed that a year in Australia could turn into a lottery payday. The Thompson Twins and Alex Sarr made Overtime Elite more than just a curiosity by turning it into a direct path to the top of the draft. And the dozens of players who move from the G League to the NBA every season prove that sometimes the most unglamorous road is the most reliable one. The through line? Each chose a lane that fit their strengths and got the reps they needed. No one-size-fits-all, no cookie cutter. And that's the breakdown. From streetball courts to NBA arenas, the hidden pathways are real, wild, and only getting wider. If you enjoyed this deep dive into hoops culture, do me a favor. Hit that like and smash that subscribe. Until next time, keep your handles tight, your jumper smooth, and remember, every legend starts somewhere, even on a cracked blacktop.